Hi Libra, Happy New Year's, Happy January. Hope you guys are doing well. Pulling your key card for the month of January. And we've got the Ace of Swords. Good card for Libra. It says, I am clear and direct mental energy, ready to face life challenges. I cut through illusions to only see truth. My ability to see the truth allows me to sever the patterns, thoughts, and behaviors that no longer serve me. This clarity lets me quickly choose what will support my highest good. I am ready for conflict as I have the power of truth on my side. I use this new wisdom to find my gifts that are hidden within. Beautiful key card for the month of January, Libra. It's like really decisive energy coming in for you guys. Really having a clear perspective of what's going on around you and what you need to do moving forward as compared to a lot of us that we're like don't know what's going on, right? So let's pull your general cards. By the way, Libra, please, if you like this video and it resonates, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hit that like button, that subscribe button. And if you're interested in a personal reading, that information is going to be down in the description below the video. Thank you guys so much for your support. I really appreciate it. All right, Libra, January 2021. That's so crazy. The past year has been so strange as far as time, and in some ways it feels like it's been going so slow, and then in other ways it seems like it's gone really fast. It's just odd. It's been an odd year. Let's get one more card for Libra. All right, let's see what we have. Four of Pentacles. So this is an energy of like holding on to finances, holding on to career, holding on to money, holding on to home, tangible things, right? But this is very much an energy of like, well, I don't have that much, but I'm really going to hold on to what I do have. So I'm not willing to lose it. Okay, next we have the Eight of Cups. This is emotionally walking away from a situation that no longer serves you. Next we have the Temperance card. This is all about balance and perspective. This is a major arcana, so a major theme going on with you right now. Next we have the Two of Swords. This is a card of indecision, or not wanting to face the facts or look at the truth, or just not feeling like you have enough information to take action or make a decision. The Tower card is another major arcana. This is unexpected things coming to an end, kind of falling apart. Now the Tower sometimes can be kind of scary to people, but it inevitably, when something comes down or when something ends in your life, it's because it wasn't strong enough to hold up and it needs to come to an end. And underneath that, we have the Hierophant. So yeah, you guys have three major arcanas in your reading so far. So January might be a pretty significant month for you. So the Hierophant is all about the go-between between the higher power of the universe, or God, and the earth, right? It's that person that has the knowledge and the intuition. And it can usually also represent traditional values, higher education, religion. Sometimes the Hierophant can represent like marriage or legal documents being signed, all having to do with traditional values. So let's take a look, Libra, and see how these things are coming into play for you guys. I feel like you guys have an inkling that something is going to end. I'm getting that impression, just looking at these cards. I feel like you're you're holding on to things tightly because you have this feeling that, things are not steady or stable right now. Well, they're not, so it would make sense that you hold tightly to whatever it is that you've established for yourself. But there is something in the month of January that will be coming to an end, and it's not necessarily something that you knew would come to an end or that you imagined would come to an end. And to be honest with you guys, Libra, in this particular reading, I think the Tower is a really good card because there's some type of indecision that you guys are dealing with. There's some type of indecision. There's something that you're holding on to that you need to let go of, but you're holding on to it tightly because you're unsure of what else lies ahead. But there is something that you need to leave behind with the Eight of Cups. There is something that you need to emotionally leave behind because it just doesn't serve the same purpose that it did before. But I do see you guys just trying to hold on because you don't know what else is out there. But in January, something's going to happen where that thing that you've been holding on to that no longer, serves a purpose for you, that's no longer good for you, that's not built on a steady foundation, that is coming down with the Tower card. Something is coming down, something that is not built on a steady foundation, that's not working well in your life. It's going to come down, and because it needs to make way for something better is basically what it comes down to. And all of this indecision that you guys have been having, or not wanting to take a look at the truth, or not wanting to acknowledge something that hasn't been feeling right or hasn't been working right, you guys have had a blinder on because you just haven't been wanting to deal with it, right? You're just still clinging to it. You just don't want to let it go. But the Tower moment's going to come for you guys, and if not in the month of January, pretty soon here, okay? And what you're going to have once that happens is you're going to get out of that Two of Swords energy, that confusion and that unwilling to make a decision, unwilling to make a choice, and just clinging to things that aren't working. And that's where this Ace of Swords comes in as your key card, because all of a sudden something that's not serving you is going to just come down, and you're not going to have any choice but to walk away. Okay, so it's taking the choice away from you so that you're not stuck in this stagnant energy of not going anywhere or doing anything, and just sticking to things that just are no longer serving you, Libra. It's going to come in, and the Tower is going to come in, and it's just going to take that out. All right, it allows that Ace of Swords to come in, which then provides that clarity and allows you to move forward and proceed and move on. There's always a reason for the Tower. The Tower comes in when we've absolutely refused to let something go that we know that we need to let go. The Temperance card is asking you to try to keep some, emotional and mental stability during all of this. Take things in stride is basically what I want to say when it comes to the Temperance card in this reading. Just allow yourself to try to go with the flow a little bit more, because like I said, the Tower is typically something that we didn't necessarily see coming, right? Take it in stride, understand, really work hard to try to understand, because it's going to be a little bit emotional for you. I will say that. The Eight of Cups is a bittersweet card, because while this person is choosing to move on and move away from and leave behind these full cups, these are things that he has emotionally invested in and put time and effort and thought and emotion into. And so while he is moving on to a new horizon, it's still hard to leave these things behind. Okay? And so the Temperance card is asking you guys to just try to allow the changes that are coming in for you. Try to understand that it's for the better, and take one step at a time. Just take one step at a time. The Hierophant card, it's interesting that the Tower is right above the Hierophant card, because to me, sometimes the tower can represent, the higher power, whether you want to reference that, being God or the universe or things out of your control, coming in and changing a situation for you because you refuse to change it yourself. Okay? So there is an element of a higher power coming and striking down this structure, with that has not a good foundation on it. Okay? And the Hierophant can sometimes represent that, being able to connect to that energy and understand the higher perspective of it. Okay? You might even want to go, seek some counsel or a mentor or someone who can help you and help guide you through these changes these kind of disruptions in your life. That might be really beneficial for you guys in the month of January. I want to get a clarifier on that. Yeah, to me, it just does seem there is some kind of like a mentor energy to it, or an energy where you're praying, or you're searching for answers to try to understand a higher perspective. Because sometimes that's what we need, Libra. Okay, sometimes we have to be broken in order to see clearly. Why? Because we have this impression that we have control over everything. If we just do this and if we just do that, then we'll be successful and we can control the outcome. And that's not the case. It's just not the case. There are always things that can come in and disrupt our best laid plans. There's always things that can come in and change that scenario. And so sometimes we have to have that pattern of thinking that we have control. We have to have that broken in order for us to actually open up and say, I don't have control over everything. I do need help. I do need advice, And there's something about the freedom of finally giving up all of that control that brings the type of clarification that you need. That is opening up to reality. That is opening up. And it opens us up spiritually to accept that not everything is earthbound and in our control, that there are other forces at hand that take place. And that's where that Ace of Swords, that's where this key card comes in for you in the month of January, Libra. It's clarity. Finally, it's clarity. All right, yeah. The Hierophant is verified by the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is all about different options and not knowing what's real and what's not. And so I do feel like the Hierophant card in your reading, Libra, represents some type of a mentor that you're going to be asking questions of, or you're going to be praying and trying to get, some type of information about where to go from here, right? Because we know something's ending. We know you're walking away from something. And the Seven of Cups says, okay, I have all these options. Which one should I choose, right? I'm confused and I don't know what is realistic and what's just a pipe dream, right? Again, I just want to say, Libra, just to take this all in stride. Answers will become clear for you, but definitely there is something that needed to go that's going to be going. It's going to be going, and it's going to be replaced with something else. And there's a lot of seeking clarification on that. Let's go ahead and pull you guys a postcard from Spirit. If there's really any good time for something like this, Libra, it's definitely at the beginning of a new year. If you're going to have changes coming in and needing to let go of things that haven't served you, this is a good time for it. It's the time to start over fresh and figure out where you want to go from here. All right, let's take a look. Dear you, there are times in life when taking a risk is better left for another day. Other times are perfect for taking that leap, no matter how dangerous it might seem. Well, hold on to your parachute strings, for today is leap time. Realize that no matter what, we will not let you fall, drown, get lost, or hurt yourself in any way on this one. Even if it may feel like you are in free fall, we are here for you, and you can stop freaking out about getting hurt and relax into this transition to something new. All the elements are in place, and your soul is ready for a new experience. No matter what you're asking about, it's time to take the risk and do that thing that scares you. No matter what happens, you will land softly, right on target. Don't worry about the outcome. Spirit's got that covered. It's taking the leap itself that's the point. We love your courage. Embrace it. Yeah. So, I mean, there you have your answer, Libra. Again, you for some reason have been holding on to something that has made things very stagnant for you, and universe is coming in and saying, nope, we're going to change it up. We want you to have a little bit of faith. That's another explanation for the Hierophant card in your reading. We want you to have faith. We want you to take the risk, and we want you to trust and be okay with it and know that it is going to be successful. I actually really, really like this reading, Libra. I think it's a good change. I think it's a positive change. I think that you guys have been stubborn about something that wasn't working for you, and it's time. It's time to take the risk, right? It's time to make a change. It's time to move on it. All right. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time.